And okay, there we go. I didn't realize I muted myself. Hi, everyone. How are you doing? I hope well. Let me move it a little bit there. Okay. Let me get on over here. Shut up. Okay. Hi, Mr. Black Wolf. Hey, Taboo Topics. Hi, Reagan. How is everyone today? I hope you all are doing great. Happy Monday. Yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Um, so this isn't going to be too long of a stream because I do have to work this evening. I might resume the stream after work because I'm not supposed to work late tonight, but I can't make any promises. So I thought I was supposed to work like 10 to 4 yesterday and it'd be in 10 to 7. But I'm not complaining. I mean, I was complaining a little bit at the time, but then I saw the fruits of my labor really. And well, I'm not complaining anymore. So it was a good day at work. Wait, here we go. So, yeah, I just wanted to come on and address a few things, I guess, here today because someone, I don't know, devoted 10 hours of their live streaming life to me online yesterday. I mean, I am so fucking flattered, really. Like, and I love how throughout the thing, like I'm seeing comments here and there, people saying how, oh, she's just trying to be relevant or some shit like that. Like, well, then whatever I'm doing to try to stay relevant must be fucking successful because look at my success here. Because it's a 10-hour live stream all about me that all these people in the chat participated in. Looks like I'm doing something right if relevancy is the goal. It looks like I accomplished my goal. Thank you for noticing. So, yeah. Anyway. Hi, Purple Dragon Chill. Hi, Ruth. So I'm going to be addressing just a few parts of this. It's a 10-hour stream. I've only looked at some things that people sent me. And other than that, I just did like a word search that I looked at the results for like 5 minutes. This is the extent of what I've seen, my experience on the stream so far. So this for a large part will be genuine reaction. So I don't like doing that. I like to usually know what's coming ahead of time, but oh well. So, which one did I have it in? This one. Okay. The title still kind of confuses me though. I'm not sure what the whole is it 2024 25 thing has to do with shit, but whatever. Okay, so I'm not I'm gonna be playing a whole lot of the stream, I'll be honest. Um, but if anyone wants to see some clips of it, some more clips of it or whatever, and some commentary, I suggest that you check out the description here below and you'll see a link to Taboo Topics live stream on this. I believe they did it last night. So I suggest you go and check that out. And also, another creator put out a video yesterday morning. I would love to be able to tell you to go check out this video. But if I do that, I mean, even though I've told you to go check out this person's video countless times before in the past, if I do that now, well, then that's going to be seen or be accused or whatever. I don't know, perceived maybe by someone to be, I don't know, harassing. I don't know. So I'm not going to do that. But Taboo Topics talks all about this throughout their live stream and they direct you to it. So if you want to know what I'm talking about, Taboo Topics already covered it. So yeah. But it's a good video. All right, so we're gonna do this here to start. Oh, it's already in there. How cool is that? I want to do, yeah, no, right, we're gonna do that. All right, so I'm gonna go over some of the live chat comments to start. Here, let me put it up on the screen. Why do I look so gray on camera? Oh my God, I just noticed that. Like, why do I look so gray? I don't like how I look. It's a little better. I don't know, I'll leave it at that for now. All right, whatever. All right. check out chat real quick before I head on over there. We're good. Okay. So, and the reason why I'm covering the comments is because I don't really care what Cheshire and Manya think or say about me, really. Um, I'm not too worried. Even if they try to spread their message about me to all across the world of YouTube, I don't think I'm going to fare too badly there because it's Cheshire and Manya. I do, however, care more about what the spectators have to say and whatnot because, well, that's more people, and even anon accounts probably hold more credibility than Cheshire, especially with courts of law. I'm gonna guess. I don't know. Anyway, so here, looking at the comments, Aaron's an artist. Thank you. I don't know how I'm an artist, but that I don't know. Aaron the felon. I've never been arrested for a thing before in my life, but I'm a felon. Okay. Well, actually, that's really an ignorant way to look at it. I gotta say, I should know better, because arrest isn't proof of whether or not someone commits a felony. Whether or not they commit felonies is proof of that. So, okay. Good job, Aaron. Well, thank you. I know. I realize that some of this is out of context, probably, but like I said, it's Cheshire money. I don't really care. Nice hockey hair, Aaron. I don't know what that means. Where's Claire, Aaron? Huh. Where Claire's always is. I'm not sure what that means. I mean, if there's one thing I know about Claire, if she had anything to say to me, she's got no problem saying it to me. We've had our moments where we've had discussions before, and she's had no problem bringing shit up to me. And I would hope that would remain to be the case. So I'm not sure what this comment means because, to my knowledge, she's where she always is. Aaron's audio is shockingly bad. Yeah, that happens. That happens. Sad ban? I don't know what that means. Why are we here, Aaron? That's a good question. Why the fuck are we here? I'm a woman too? Oh, thank you. I guess. Aaron's e-bagging, huh? Okay. These aren't even good, really. Aaron doesn't believe in anonymity. It's not that I don't believe in it. I just, I'm not going to hold much value in something some anon account has to say, especially when they don't come with receipts. Because now you're just asking and expecting me to believe you at your word, but I don't even know who the fuck you are. I don't know what your track record is. Why the fuck would I do that? That's just stupid. I mean, I feel like if people really believed in anything they'd say, they'd either come with the receipts or they would at least put their name and their character behind it. When you do neither, that tells me that you're just trying to start shit. That's all you are. It's a little shit starter. That's it. Who cares what you fucking have to say? Because you're full of shit. So that's my take on it, anyways. Aaron can't remember 30 seconds ago. Yeah, you're right about that usually. I can't argue that. Wait, what were we talking about? I was like, you problem. Aaron is a victim of Aaron. Oh, babe, if you only knew how true of a statement that was. I self-sabotage all the fucking time. It's really shouldn't laugh at that, probably. Hope your brain cells survive, Aaron. Okay. There's no comma in that sentence. So it sounds like you're telling someone else that you hope their brain cells survive the experience of Aaron. Because if you meant it to me, it would say, hope your brain cells survive, comma, Aaron. That's what it would say, right? So I don't even think you had brain cells at this point. Everyone giving everyone the third degree. Okay. Literally already went over this. Yeah, I do that a lot. I repeat shit. You're going to keep harassing the judge. What? Aaron, what are you talking about? Chess, try to keep up sometime. I can't fucking lead you by holding your hand, okay? If you can't follow, then perhaps you should maybe go down a peg or two to your own kind of arena. Perhaps this ain't for you, boo. I don't know. Jack says I'm bizarre. I am bizarre. A sundial? Is that supposed to say sundial? Sundial. Is some like the sum of a problem? I don't understand what a sundial is. Maybe I am an idiot for that. I don't know. Aaron has a black belt in bullshitsu. Okay. I'm not going to argue this. Okay. But the thing is, though, is I hold my black belt in bullshitsu much the same as martial artists hold their black belt in their martial art. It's not something to be used offensively, but only defensively. So I hold this in a high esteem, in a high respect. I don't use my black belts unless I'm forced to, unless I have to use it in defense of myself, or if I have to use it to prove a point. I don't use it offensively, though, so I don't know what to tell you. Don't back me in a corner. Anyway. Serving papers is harassment now. Well, if said papers contain nothing but lies, yeah, I would say that that's fucking harassment. In fact, I'm pretty sure that that's part of the whole definition of like legal harassment, is it not? So, yeah, glad you're catching up here with the rest of us. Quick question, where's that evidence binder? This is like the second time I've read the statement or whatever. Like, what evidence binder are you talking about? Because there was mine, there was the other parties, there was Vada's, and then there was like two sets of those. So, I mean, that's a lot of well, I guess mine could be technically considered a folder, but I just lump them all together because it's evidence, you know? So I'm not sure which one you're talking about here. Perhaps you should be more specific. I probably won't answer you still, but whatever. The trolls that Aaron says are fake. Well, yeah. Steve really upgraded in Friends, Aaron. Did I say that? I don't remember saying that. I mean, it's true, but I don't remember saying that. It could be something I said. Oh, does Aaron care about the judge now? Well, I mean, it's kind of a weird question to ask, but I can say with complete honesty that my feelings regarding the judge have not changed a bit throughout this entire process, if that helps. Aaron getting petty, so unlike her. Have you even watched me? Like, for real. I can be quite the petty bitch. I try not to be. But, I mean, sometimes it comes out of me. I don't know. Aaron, stay on topic, challenge level, impossible. What does that even mean? No, Aaron, she said hearsay, not hairspray. I don't even use hairspray. I never once admitted I was a piece of garbage. Thank you very much. I can be a bitch, but piece of garbage? That seems kind of hostile for me to say about myself. I mean, even I don't hate myself that much. The square object goes in the square hole. Now, that's only true if they're the same size, or if the hole is the same size or smaller than the square. If the hole is bigger than the square, then you can pretty much fit a square in any hole, so long as it's big enough, you know. So, yeah. Why are you so worried about putting shit in square holes? That just seems weird. The unboxing hammer is smarter than Aaron. That's actually funny. I got to give credit where credit's due. That's actually funny. And I quote Aaron, I'm not good at philosophizing. I'm not. See, here's the thing, though. It depends on what you mean by that, I think. I can absolutely participate very well in any kind of philosophical discussion. But when you start breaking shit down into like the fundamentals of it all, like using like the terminology and shit, no, yeah, that I get a little lost on or whatever. But I can handle just talking about the the thing of things, you know? Aaron is way too ignorant to be this arrogant. Well, that just goes to show how ignorant you are. Like, um, Dunning-Kruger. I mean, if there's one takeaway from that whole study is that the truly ignorant have no problem being arrogant, but the ones who are not ignorant, who the exact opposite of incredibly ignorant, are the least likely to have arrogance because they know enough to know they don't know enough. So, who's the ignorant one now? How does Erin have 5K subs? She does nothing. I've asked myself that same question. I have to say, not that I don't think I do nothing. I just still wonder how the hell I have any subs really. I wouldn't trust Erin not to ruin the algorithm. Challenge accepted. Poor Erin. She's trying so hard to be relevant. Yet here you are participating in a 10-hour live stream about me. It seems I succeeded in my tryhards. Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for confirming that, Kathy P. Thank you. Although you weren't my intended goal, but whatever. What's the betting Aaron totally used recording in Kansas? What recording? What are you talking about? Oh, that's funny. What I seriously, what is it you're trying to accuse? Are you saying that I recorded any of the court hearings? Why would I do that? I have the transcripts. What, first of all. So why the fuck would that even be an issue? I mean, that's wow. Okay. Okay, I could seriously, this goes on forever. I'm like halfway down the page, maybe. Like there's almost 200 of comments with just with my name in it. Which I love how they're using Aaron instead of EKC. Because I noticed that in certain channels. If I were to search my name or whatever and say Kathy P's channel, it would be under EKC. But here though, in Cheshire's, it's under Aaron for some reason. Yeah. I think some of these I do need to have the context. If you're going to talk about views, Aaron, how is NSS doing? Why would I know? I'm not a part of NSS. So yeah. I wonder though. I bet that they're still getting more views than other channels. I'm not losing my hair. Oh yeah. That's another thing. I don't even know if I have it in here. I know. My curling iron is not a flat iron. Okay, it's first of all, it comes in two pieces. I can take that whole protective piece off of it, and then it is kind of like a little flat iron, but it has this huge plastic shell that goes on over it to protect my hair. So I mean, I get it though. I get that Cheshire just may not know a whole lot about female hair care, or Mania for that matter, but yeah. So yeah. And I'm really not losing my hair. I believe me, I'm paranoid about that, but I'm not. My hair's always looked like this. What's going on in the background? Aaron's shed back bedroom of shame. First of all, this is a front bedroom. It's in the front of the house, first of all. And it's not a shed. I haven't done much with it yet, though. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Right now, it's existing. Mm. All right, so I'm going to play a couple clips here. Aaron's hairs tend to be using a flat iron and all. It's not thin. It's just blonde. Like if my roots were in, or before I did my roots, you can see it doesn't look thin at all. But I'm blonde, so yeah. We all learn to keep our dildo collection in a drawer except here. I'm sorry. Where do you see a dildo back here? Where? Sorry. It's just funny. And Smitty, you learn to keep your dildos in a drawer. That's good. That's good. Anyway, okay. Check chat, and then I'm going to play a clip or two. All right, so go up here, and I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to play the one that I was just sent, because I want to cover that now, I think. Oh, shoot. Damn it. I might have to download that. I don't know how to download it, though, because it's in Twitter. Is there any way you can send that to me, like, through Facebook Messenger? You know who sent me something on Twitter a few minutes ago, or right before I started? It's a 10-minute long video, though. I don't know if Messenger will let you do it. Can I open it? Oh, wait, copy video address. Okay. What does that do? Oh, okay, I got it. Never mind. I think. It's taking forever to load, though. Oh, I didn't know it was a post. Oh, maybe it wasn't. Oh, maybe it was. Oh. Oh, Mania posted it. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay. I got it. Of course he posted it because, you know, why not? Why not start lies and rumors about someone simply because you lost? You fucking lost. Okay, so we have the company, Aaron Steve et al., protects predators and child abusers. Please. Now, we're going to let this play here.
So I feel like it's about time I probably like stop sitting on this because it's becoming too much of an issue. The business that they're talking about that Charla quote unquote did anything to came up in court because they were still making these accusations in court.
Really?
So well
since I feel I have every right to defend myself against these accusations that Cheshire and Mania are making when they know damn well that they're lying their fucking ass off right now. This story that they're talking about on why this person's business, whatever, was harmed. I didn't become aware of that story until we were in court in February, because in the filing I received and in everything else I had learned about it, this happened simply because of a bad haircut and a review on a hair salon over a bad haircut. That was the impression I was under. It wasn't until someone was up on the stand and admitted to perjury, mind you, that I hear about this other story, okay? And it was brought up to them when we went back in court. Cheshire wasn't there for that, for obvious reasons. But so Cheshire wasn't made aware of all of this, I guess, maybe. But when we went back to court, that's when it was discussed. I learned about this other story that they're going to recite here in February, but I didn't get a chance to question anyone about it until May. So, yeah, and it was admitted on a stand that they had perjured themselves for some bullshit reason or whatever. And I just want to point that out. So up until February, I was under the impression of one story. It wasn't until the perjury came out that I learned of the second story. And I want to say, I don't know if the second story is true. You're right. I haven't gone investigating it because I don't want to fucking put, on the off chance it is true, I don't want to put these girls out there like that. Okay, I'm not a piece of shit like that, but you know, she's gonna sit here and egg everyone else on to go look and whatnot. I'm not going to do that. But also, this isn't what I was told by the other people involved. So I'm also holding the track record of honesty that I know from this complete stranger on the internet and the person who took me to court. The complete stranger wins out. My bad. It's just they have a better track record, I guess. So, yeah. Now, I'm not saying that this person's husband wasn't arrested. I don't know. But seeing as the story up until a certain point was over a bad haircut, I'm thinking that was the case. But then someone learned about the arrest and decided to work it in after the fact, much like Katie Joy does all the time. I just want to point that out. I mean, it's a known tactic of hers, to use something learned after the fact as to their benefit when talking about something previous. What's up? What do you need? Okay. I'm sorry. I know you caught my cold. I'm sorry. I got medicine if you want it. Yeah, sorry. That's why I'm coughing still. It's almost gone though. Almost worked its way out. But without further ado, I'm going to let this play. But you see, Cheshire and Money, they don't take any of that into account. They don't care about these alleged potential victims or this woman or their family or this business. No. They just want to see people that they don't like get hurt. They want to see us like tarnished or whatever in some way. But I mean, it's not going to happen because we're not full of shit. So.
On the stand, Charlotte explained, and this was one of the people they were talking to that was talking shit. Remember, they were like, "Oh, we got the daughter, and then we got somebody else, right?"
Yeah.
Somebody else is the business owner that they're referring to. At least one of them. And they were a hairdresser. And the issue with the hairdresser is Charla would babysit or keep an eye on this person's 2 children for lengths of time while this person was working. And this person...
And I want to point out there, in the initial filing that was made against me, the story was a bad haircut and a bad review. It wasn't until someone was on the stand in February that the story completely changed, which is another reason why I highly suspect that it really was the bad haircut and the bad review. But sometime after my initial filing, some other story might have been heard or learned of, and someone decided to use that to their advantage, maybe. I don't know. But that's how it looks.
Was remarried, and there was concern that these kids were displaying behaviors indicative of abuse.
Holy shit!
So Charla brought this to the attention of the
Again, the more I hear this and the more I realize this, the more kind of just disgusting it is. That was never mentioned by the other party at all until February of 2024. This post that they're talking about on Facebook was from back in, I have it right here, 2018. Okay, 2018. From 2018 until February 2024, not once was this story ever uttered anywhere. It wasn't until after February 2024 that it was then spoken on. So, and also, why no report was ever made? That was also admitted to on the stand. So it's weird how now they're going to say that a report was made. Huh? Because that wasn't the claim in February.
The barbershop woman. And then that barbershop woman got real mad about it.
Oh, Chash. Oh my God. The hair makes so much more sense now. The barbershop woman. Oh my God. Whew.
And then started a whole fucking talking shit. You know how small towns are. And so that ended up with the stuff that they're referring to where she had filed to be left the fuck alone. Surprise, surprise, right? And you can find some of this stuff. If you go digging for it, you can find it. If you know, like, the name of the town, if you know, like, the yada, 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 right? So she reported it.
What?
She let the mom know first. And the lady
Really?
basically
Because again, then so does that mean she perjured herself again? Because that wasn't the story that because I even asked if she were a court mandated reporter at the time because there was no report made. You know? Huh.
tried to chase her out of town. Because she didn't like that her significant other, I guess, was being questioned.
Oh.
The unfortunate thing is, a couple of years ago, they were condemned. They got a guilty verdict for assaulting these children.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I'm not gonna go into the details of what
Yeah?
did and did not happen to these kids. If
Whoa,
again,
whoa,
if you
whoa, whoa.
know and you want to go digging, this is public knowledge. It was in the newspaper. I went and confirmed it. You can find it yourself
Yeah.
if
I'm
you
gonna
really
have
want to.
Okay.
You know, I want to say her and say I'm going to confirm this because I don't believe her or trust her or whatever. But then I'm going to feel disgusting because she caused me to do that. I don't want to do that. But regardless, the fact remains is it doesn't matter because this was not the claim before court. This was the claim after court. And in fact, even when I asked the question about being a court mandated reporter, the reason why I asked that is because it had been admitted that nothing was reported. And I wanted to inquire about that. Did you break your vow or oath, whatever the fuck it is, you know? That was in May though. Again, I know Cheshire wasn't there in May, you know, for obvious reasons. But so yeah. I think Cheshire just maybe outed someone as a liar again. I don't know.
Holy shit.
Yeah, these are things. So when Erin is sitting here shitting on Charla, she knows for a fact
Wow.
that the reason why the people that were pissy at Charla now, she didn't know then because she didn't bother to look into who was mad at her and why.
Oh, I think she knew. Judging by the 2018 post alone on this woman's page on Facebook, I think it was known. Funny though, how again, none of this is mentioned in that fucking post. Wow. It's almost like it's bullshit. I'm not, at the very least, it's bullshit that was her involvement in the whole situation. Obviously, this was over a bad haircut and a bad review. But now she wants to exploit this after the fact, and so does Cheshire, Manya. You know, and here's the thing. I don't want to talk about this, but I'm not going to sit here and allow these fucking schmucks here to go online and publicly make these accusations about me. I have every right to defend myself. Every right. And I'm going to. And it seems to me that if someone really cared about whether or not I was talking about someone, they wouldn't keep using that person to tarnish me. Or to attempt to tarnish me, rather, I should say. They wouldn't do that. And if anyone really believed that I was some harasser or whatever, they sure as hell wouldn't go way out of their way to try to incite me to harass, right? So yeah, I want to know though, what is it that I did to you, Cheshire, to make you so angry with me? What did I do? I'd love to hear about it in detail. I may even want to play it more than once. But no, seriously, what did I do? What did little me do to you? And Manya, for that matter. Well, maybe Manya's this fucking mad over being called a scammer or whatever. I don't know. But, I mean, I didn't say that you lied. The GoFundMe rep said you lied. I just reported what I heard, really. So, but whatever, I get you might feel a certain way about that, but it seems like an awful lot of work and attention and effort into something so benign. But Cheshire, what is it I did? Is it just because I didn't take your side in a spat you had with Steve? I mean, your delicate sensibilities here just really amaze me. But by all means, let's keep listening to you try to assume that I'm some sort of PDF file protector or some shit like that, right? Yeah. Because that's what that says there, right? Protects predators and child abusers. Okay.
And this woman is still mad at her to this day.
So she has an agenda. Okay, gotcha.
What makes you she's still mad at her? I don't know that. How do you know that?
So
Well,
one
she
of them
has an
does.
agenda to protect the man who was abusing her children.
Oh my
So when all of them are
God.
talking about, oh my God,
Now you're trying to tarnish this woman, the mother of these children, who you know nothing about, and you're hearing everything from a very biased one side part of this situation. That doesn't seem negligent or anything. I mean, what do you do? Like, you think that these victims, that these girls would appreciate this? Alleged victims, I should say. You think that they would appreciate that? Do you think that they appreciate you even talking about this to begin with? I mean, that's disgusting. That is exploitative beyond measure.
how could you question the child having an issue with a parent? Like, shut
An
the
issue.
fuck up. You
Wow.
literally supported slander against someone on behalf of.
An issue. Now you're resorting to what you're alleging to have happened to be just an issue. That tells me you don't grasp the gravity of the subject matter here being discussed. You are, in fact, just exploiting this for your own benefit.
Of a woman who was not only allowing but covering up her husband abusing her children.
Wow. And okay, hold on a minute. And Erin is fine with Wolf, Sean.
Yeah.
Why is it that Erin ends up always protecting people who are later found out to be, you know, in very questionable positions around children?
Okay, so now this woman's husband was just someone in a very questionable position with someone's children, because that's not what you were alleging to just a few minutes ago. You were alleging to something much more sinister. But now that's what we're resorting this to. Okay, I see. I'm getting like fucking whiplash here, going from the back and forth. I mean, was it this horrible, disgusting thing, or was it just a questionable position? Okay, and I didn't realize that even if this were true, I don't know if it's true or not. I'm whatever. But if Will was playing a video game in a public lobby with other people with a friend's daughter, teenage daughter, that's a questionable position. Holy shit. Cheshire, I'm sure that when you play your little League of Legends, I'm sure that there's a lot of people there who are underage. What kind of fucking shit does that say about you? Oh my God. Like, in your Discord, do you like ID everyone before they become a member? I'm willing to bet that you don't. So there's some questionable positions or whatever. I mean, what are you thinking? How desperate are you to try to fucking come at someone? That you have to weaponize this shit? I mean, oh my God. What did these people do to you?
Why is it that?
Gee, I don't know.
Holy
Can't imagine.
shit. Wow.
So-
Ho.
So there's a couple of reasons why I didn't bring up the details earlier. And
I can't hear this very well. I gotta turn this up. Someone's running the lawnmower. Probably my neighbor. It's a nice day out, so every nice day is a lawn mowing day for some people.
I figure
Okay.
it's only fair that I make people aware as why.
Yeah.
One of the reasons is because the kids were not adults as of a year and a half ago. Both of the children are adults,
Okay. All right.
so less concern on that end. And second, because I was giving Aaron and Veda the
Year and a half ago? You didn't even know about this a year and a half ago. What the fuck are you even talking about?
and friends the opportunity to keep the fucking shit out of the fucking online sphere. But no, Steve and Aaron and Charla's daughter and whatever her problem is decided that they wanted to make this a whole ass fucking thing. And
Well, no, we were tipped off to a post showing a pattern of behavior. We went and checked it out. We didn't make this a whole ass thing. Even that mod call that you want to, talk about or whatever, that was not supposed to be a whole ass thing. It wasn't supposed to be public, but you guys decided to put that shit out there. Yeah. So I'm sorry, who wanted to make this a whole ass thing? Well, actually, I mean, this whole thing really started just on other lies told about other people, really. But which I'm happy that there's one person in particular who can claim to have their lies vindicated. So I'm sure that that's the start of many more to come. Yeah. It's still a good feeling, though, to put this, like, at least one against the face of whatever bullshit. And a second, I have to put you guys on hold for a moment. Okay. I want to check chat here real quick. All right. What do we? Oh, wow. Shit. I missed a bunch. Oh, okay. You never played with her. Okay. You did. What the fuck? Let me go all the way up here to the top. I don't know where I left off. Wait, Purple Dragon Shell, are you not in the know about that? I'm gonna have to fill you in, but I'll do that later. Hi Dash X. All right, there we go. Hi Tammy Sue. All right. Hi Sunshine and Rain. They wanted the smoke. They both get all the smoke. They want starting tonight. Oh, so you guys are streaming again tonight? I gotta work. Damn it. Oh, I'll catch it on the replay though. But I shouldn't have to work late. Shouldn't. All right, there we go. I'm caught up more. Oh, you'll be live tonight on Meg's channel, Taboo Topics. So yeah, so for those who want to check that out later or whatever, or see what's there's a link in my description to, well, here, you know, I'm gonna pull that up real quick. Oh yeah, no, there's a link. Just add Taboo Topics is in the description. Just click on that and you'll see what time they're going live. But I'll check it. I'll click on it real quick. And it looks like today's the 14th. Oh, you don't have it scheduled yet, I don't think. Do you? No, you don't. All right, so there'll be a live tonight, though. Yeah, it's not scheduled yet. All right. There we go. There we go. All right. Oh, you still need to set it up. Okay. Hi, Koi.
Can you call the dog, please? I don't know what the problem is.
All right. Wait a second. She probably needs to go out. Hold on a second. Okay. Apparently she doesn't want to let him sleep or rest. He doesn't feel good. So I've been sick the past few days, so I kind of, feel for him. All right, I'm gonna play a little bit more of this.
And I mean, okay, who am I to say? Who am I to judge? If you wanna talk about it, be clear about what you're talking about then.
Yeah, don't be vague, right? On purpose, and then try to make something sinister out of it. If there is something sinister, be honest about it, what exactly it is. But obviously, because it's Aaron and Lot, they like to talk vague and like to weaponize vagueness, right? So that's what they were doing.
Dude, even your fucking microphone knows you're full of shit and doesn't want to broadcast the shit that you're saying. Come on, take a hint there, Manya.
And you were like, nah, bitch, not today. Not fucking today.
Well,
Not
that's-
on my watch.
I literally heard nothing that you said before that, which I love that. I fucking love that for her.
That, to me, the problem is that if you're gonna make the accusations, be specific. If you're gonna accuse
What?
people of crime, be specific. You want to
Yeah.
accuse Charlotte of quote unquote trying to take down quote unquote this bitch.
That's a crime. It's a crime to take someone down. I didn't realize that I was accusing anyone of a crime. I didn't realize that I was even making the accusation that someone was trying to take someone down. So yeah, like, what are you talking about? I really feel like, you know, this wouldn't have gotten or progressed to nearly the level that it has had it not been for these two getting involved and flaming the flames, whatever, fanning the flames. That's the word I'm looking for. Fanning the flames that way they have. They're not to the level that it's at if it were not for those two. So that sucks. It does.
Business. What business are you talking about, and what
Yeah.
was the scenario? And again, I would like to remind you all, this is public information. Erin could have done the super sleuth that she is, could have done the
Right.
work before.
See, that right there, that makes me feel okay. There, I feel like she wants me to go and do the work, but why is that? Why would she want that? I don't know. That makes me not want to do it, really. But yeah, I don't know.
Going ahead and just spouting off shit about people who are totally fine with the abuse of children.
Wow.
But no,
Wow.
she didn't do that. And then when she finds out about it after the fact and finds out about it in court, what does she do? Completely forgets it was a thing that happened.
Oh, so I love that. Oh, am I muted? No, okay. I love that. You just admitted that I didn't find out about this until court. You just admitted that. Thank you for that. That's what I was saying, but okay. Yeah. But you weren't there for me. You should have been there for me.
Isn't she supposed to have the correct transcript? Didn't she show a piece of the transcript?
Interesting.
Wouldn't the transcript of Charla being on the stand talking about this be in the transcript?
I also have maids. Oh yeah. But you see, the thing is though, is that I don't. If I show the transcript, it's gonna be a better reason than you. So yeah.
Erin supposedly has.
Now I even doubt if she has the transcript because she's. I guess she just remembers.
Oh, reverse psychology there. Are you trying to trick me into showing the transcripts? Oh my God, Manya. Could you be obvious? Like, this is, you know what? Your person there in the comment section is right. I do hold a black belt in bullshittery or whatever it was they called it. Because you guys clearly fucking don't. And I feel like I deserve better. So.
Some shit.
I'm not drunk enough, that's for sure.
Whoever.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This fucking bitch. Holy
Well, this is the problem, is that, well, one of the problems, right?
Yeah,
The problem is that Erin is perfectly fine to just make wild accusations while knowing full well about stuff like that and burying it. So we've got
You just said that I didn't learn it until court. So how did I make any wild accusations here? I mean, maybe you are a little drunk.
Steve, Erin, and friends going out of their way to not only malicious disregard of context of what has gone on, and then when finding out of it after the fact, continuing on that thread regardless.
Oh, no. No one continued on any thread. Well, you just said I didn't find out about this until court. February 2024. What thread have I commented on in the past year? A little over a year. Will you show me where this continued on? You're so full of shit, man. You can't plan your lies a little fucking better. Like, this is an easy one too. I mean, I deserve better.
Regardless.
Yeah. This is so. Why?
What the hell was that noise? I think the dog got loose. I thought I just heard him scream the dog's name. I gotta go get my hand 1 second because there's other dogs in the area. I don't want my dog getting in a fight. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. 1 second. I'll be starting again in 1 second. Sorry. We got her. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so we got her back. It's okay. We have our dog is a American bully, extra large. So, and she's the kindest dog. Like, she just wants to play with other dogs, and they just keep barking at her. And you almost see the look of sadness on her face. So she's not a threat to anyone, but I don't know. I don't want to. I'm always worried because she looks like she could really do some damage, but she doesn't have the heart for damage. So anyway. Hi, Haiti Joyless. Just checking out chat here real quick before I go back. All right, so there we are. All right, so I'm gonna let this go on.
Why are they not ashamed
So
of themselves
how
at this
about
point?
if you're gonna run your fucking mouth, shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
If you're gonna run your mouth, shut the fuck up. You don't really know how to come at people, do you?
Maybe
Wow.
don't.
Yeah,
They
maybe don't.
don't.
It's like
Ooh.
they have no shame.
Burn. If you're gonna run your mouth, maybe don't. Oh my god,
Right?
it hurt.
They have no fucking shame. This fucking lot. And then
Anyway, that's what I had to add.
you had your 2 minutes.
So yeah, Cheshire just yet again had to take a serious situation that produces actual victims and exploit the fuck out of it and twist it all up and totally lie about it and even contradict herself in the process of doing that because she just had to do that. She just had to add that. Yeah, of course you did, because you lost. You lost. You lost again for that part. Just it's another creator's video that you'll have to watch. I probably shouldn't say whose it is on my channel because then it might come across as harassing or some shit. I don't know. But all right. One more thing I wanted to do. Transcript. Why is it? I can't find it now. I think it was like 59 or something. I don't know. So I'm gonna go back over to the stream for a second because there's another clip that I wanted to go over. There we go. Say 59. Yeah, okay.
No more of this situation or taking off your glasses and putting them on in your head or
Last time. That's not what she said. It was the beginning was something else. This time she's trying to rewrite it as some sort of like it's not a big deal and it wasn't done out of hate. It doesn't matter if it was done out of hate or not. The fact is that Steve was conspiring with other people in that call to frame Charla of crimes that he had no idea whether she did or not.
Conspiring to frame. Was there a discussion about planting evidence, fake evidence about spreading lies, knowing lies or whatever about this? Was there any kind of collusion amongst the people there in this call to go out and to seek something, an accountability that they knew was false? No, nothing of the sort. Steve at that time, and maybe even now, I don't know what he believes now, but at that time, he believed what he believed. And that's what he stated in a private phone call amongst his friends. That's what he did. But you're conspiring to frame someone with crimes. How do you do that? And if you don't like actually go out and do framing things to frame them? Again, you're lying. You're fucking lying. And you're using this person to enact your fucking hate boner revenge for someone. That's exploitative yet again. I mean, why can't you just fucking hate someone based on your own merit? Why do you gotta try and steal other people's? You know, it's like a weird form of plagiarism, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Or copyright, whatever.
And if I'm not wrong, I'd written it in my notes. Let me just refer to my notes. It was, what was it? It was, hold on, let me see. Where are the notes that I had? Yeah, it's intellectual malpractice. That's what it is. And there was also another term that I've written down. Hold on. It was
What?
contradiction. No, it wasn't that. It was something on the line of, hold on. Yeah, legal ignorance, number one, and intellectual malpractice. That's what it was.
Something you'll never have to worry about having committed. Intellectual malpractice. What the fuck? Something you'll never have to worry about. Just want to say. Like, you made it easy. I almost feel like you set me up on purpose.
Intellectual malpractice. And yeah, and deliberate disregard for the truth. That's what it was. Steve and everyone in that call were deliberating. They were on purpose disregarding what the truth might be.
What the truth might be. Might be. Well, what's the point of having an opinion if you can't have an opinion because your opinion might be wrong? People are allowed to have their fucking opinions. What are you talking about? You need to learn how these phrases and terms actually apply to real life, okay? Because a private phone call, which was at that time private until you guys came across it, a private phone call, people are allowed, they have allowances to say more things than if they were in front of a crowd of people, for example. I don't really know what the whole guidelines on that is, because I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be something I'm not, like she is there, you know, smart, whatever. But still, I'm allowed to say certain things having a conversation with Michael in my home. I'm allowed to do that. Steve's allowed to do that with his friends. What the fuck are you even talking about? And that's not even what happened. He had a belief at that time. For his reasons. What's your point? Oh, they were lies. No one still knows if they're lies or not. This is yet to be proven by anyone. I don't think anyone really cares anymore either, but I'm just saying. Although I believe that there is someone who could prove it. Someone said that their attorney got the audio recording of the call, right? I mean, so therefore they would have the audio recording of the call, right? Just saying.
And it would not have looked in front of the judge. And I think so that's what wasn't one of the reasons why. I think so Steve's lawyer brought it to his attention, and that's why Steve dropped his case against Charla in California.
There was no evidence presented yet in California. It never even made it to the first fucking hearing. But you seem to think that Steve had this case laid out in front of him where it was, you know, they told him he was not going to be able to win. Or dude, they were steps away from anything like that. What are you talking about? It seems to me like you right here are committing intellectual, the fuck was it? I forget what word she used now. Whatever. It seems to me like you are spouting a bunch of bullshit and ignoring the facts. Huh.
Yeah. Blatant disregard for the truth. Sorry.
Here we go.
Deliberate. Sorry. My bad.
It is.
It's a kind of important thing to forget. So one thing real quick, Tesh from the live chat is saying, one thing real quick, this mod call was kind of a big deal when it dropped and was pretty important to the harassment case her case her and her friends were in. Yes, it was part of the, if I'm not wrong, it was part of the evidence in court that was presented.
In whose court? What are you talking about? This was no big deal when it happened or any time after that. It was there was, oh my God. Your delusions of grandeur are just astounding. I mean, you really think that you're doing something here.
Dirty Uncle Sal from the live chat, he not only wanted to frame her, but he was absolutely willing to fabricate crimes to accuse her of if he couldn't use her stepdaughter's words to frame her, in my opinion. Yes.
So he was going to make up crimes to accuse her? I definitely don't remember that part of the phone call or the mod call, whatever. Well, just, I don't know. It's amazing how it's almost like all these different accounts are almost run by the same person because how they share the same stupidity. I don't know, man.
That's what I said. That's why my specific words. He was sitting there and he was conspiring to frame Cheryl of the crimes. Why I'm adding that he didn't know whether she committed or not, because that's the fact, because Steve admitted to it. I don't know if she did that, but
Yeah, he had his suspicions. It's what he believed. Did he know it? No. Okay. I mean, because you're spouting off a lot of shit here that you don't know either, but you believe it. So, I don't know what to tell you.
I will still
Be the change you wish to see in the world, maybe.
try and do it. And Erin not realizing the depth of that how bad that is, tells me how blind she is.
I can't see what isn't there, Manya. I don't have bullshit vision. I can't see what's not there.
As long as it gets her attention and you know, any kind of attention, she doesn't care. She will try and justify it.
Well, I mean, my tits don't give me the attention that they used to. I'm sorry, that was a bad joke. But okay, this is YouTube. Most anyone who puts content out on YouTube, they do it to get the attention, to get views, to get people watching their shit. Well, most people. Apparently, that's not Manya's goal here, but okay. So, I mean, I'm not going to be faulted for that, for doing what pretty much most channels do here on YouTube. So, yeah.
Because it brings her attention too, obviously, because she was supposed to be part of this call, but she wasn't. She was working, according to her.
I was supposed to be. I didn't even know about the call until after the fact. What are you talking? Again, Manya is fabricating a bullshit story there, and then trying to elicit some doubt on whether or not I was working. Like, what the fuck? If I wanted to be on the phone call and I were able to be, I would have been. What the fuck do I care? Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah.
All right.
Dirty Uncle Sal. Sorry, I'm a few seconds behind.
It's almost 3.
It happened.
I think I'm going to wrap this up for now. I will be streaming more about this later. I want to prepare a little bit better though. But I have to be to work in an hour, and there's a few things I want to get done around my house. So. Looks like me and Nikki might have a case. Too bad Chesh didn't check that, because she too is in Canada. Interesting. She's intellectually devolved. I can't believe she actually you tried to use that term. Like, did she not see what was going to be said? I mean, come on. It's funny. Hi, Tax Max Fax Thunderclap, and I'm sorry, but I'm about to wrap this up. I'll be streaming again, though, later tonight after work, but it probably won't be before like 11, 12 o'clock. It won't be before 11. Probably by midnight, though. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not scheduled to close, but I like I might volunteer, and if someone takes me up on it, then I'm going to be there a little later. That's all. I'm not sure if Nikki would be, but I'd love to pursue this. Yeah. You know, I got to say, I'm kind of considering something myself because this is ridiculous. I don't know. I got to think more about it because I don't like to do that shit. I just don't. Why am I on that? I didn't click that one. It's so weird. I don't I don't like to use legal services unless they're like actually like, you know, it's like the last resort kind of thing. You know, I'm not one to call the cops, but and this ain't calling the cops. I know it's just a turn of phrase though, but like I don't know what else to do because this has been almost 2 years of harassment is pretty much fueled by one person, just other people latched on and decided to exploit the fuck out of it. But yeah, so that is what it is, but we'll see. I'm definitely in talks with people, see what my options are because something's got to be done. And I mean, I do have some hope because there are avenues I could take with the court there. And after what we learned this past weekend, I do have some hopes there. So we'll see. I don't know. A part of me just wants to leave it the fuck alone and just not do anything and just do whatever the fuck I want, really. But apparently, I don't know. We'll see. One way or another, though. I'm not going to be used like this. I'm not. I know, Shell. I know you're right. I know. But okay, I'm gonna get going. So thanks for being here, everyone, and I will see you guys later. Not sure on time, but I will see you guys later. But it won't be before 11, and it shouldn't be after midnight. But if it is, it won't be much past that. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for being here. Okay, cool. All right. Bye, guys.